What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to episode number 232 of the Nonsense Review. That's right, we are celebrating the birth of Zhang Yu.
Yep, you told me before it was going to be a basic number fact, or it's going to be China. The two big ones.
Yeah. Zhang Yu is basically like a pretty big important figure 2 dynasties before the Three Kingdoms.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know if it's the most accurate thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. He was basically the Lu Bu of his day, only slightly more successful.
Sure. Man, that's even scarier.
I mean, yeah, basically he was a beast on the battlefield, but he sucked at everything else. It was a real shame. Like the most famous example is he had a very competent, to say the least, advisor called, I want to say, Fan Sheng, and he just ignored him, which...
It's the best thing to do to your advisor, yeah.
Like Liu Bang, who eventually won the conflict, was just like, how the fuck do you have Fan Sheng and then not use him? Like, if your enemy says that, you know you fucked up.
Yep.
I'd have killed for a Fan Sheng. What do you mean he's being ignored? And it turns out my analogy isn't entirely off, because the same actor played both Zhang Yu and Lu Bu in 2 different dramas, so I'm guessing I'm not the only one who sees the comparison. But yes, I'm your host as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
Today we're doing something a bit short, a bit different. We're doing Screaming Meat Pilot by RAF Club on YouTube.
Yeah, apparently it's like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Space Ghost, Metalocalypse, just like...
Why don't you just say Adult Swim?
Yeah, it's just an Adult Swim kind of thing, like early, late 2000s, like animation that's not Family Guy.
Yeah. I mean, I like RAF Club. The main person on the RAF Club channel is Lyle Ruff. The reason why I'm aware of him is he's a regular on the Only Plays YouTube channel, or at least he used to be. I don't know if he still is. But I've shown you animations from this guy before, because they're usually pretty funny. They're also usually only about 2 minutes. The one where he's constantly feeding Gale, that one is RAF Club. And also the skit about having to wipe your ass as Pokemon.
Yeah.
Where it's just, it just brings me such joy of like, for Coco, wipe Pikachu's ass. Pikachu, Thunderbolt. It's such a stupid skit, but I love it. And I'm hoping we get more of that humour today, only in a slightly longer form.
Yeah, sweet.
So yeah, that's all the background knowledge I've got today, because, you know, it's... this is indie, let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looking through at the showcase of the cast, and I don't know any of these.
Fair enough then. I don't know anyone who's in this, although I assume Lyle Ruff is playing the main character, because that's his avatar looking me in the face as I look at the load screen.
Sure.
But yes, anyway, those of you who are new to the show, what we like to do before we jump into the review itself is we like to talk about our weeks and the goings-on in the wide universe. So, where are the fucking... That was good, me. With that in mind, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
I've done very little this week, so I'm just going to go straight into news. Ryan Gosling is now confirmed to be starring in Star Wars Starfighter. This is a spiritual successor to Rogue One, being one that's based around like the space fighting, obviously, and it's aiming to release on the 50th anniversary in 2027.
So it's a good couple. Well, I say a couple of years. It's a year and a half away then.
Yeah. So May the 27th or 28th or something. Yeah. So looking forward to that one. And
have we got no other information other than Ryan Gosling's to star?
There are other things about it as well. There are basically other parts of the cast have been revealed, but Ryan Gosling's the only one that I recognise at first glance.
That's fine.
And he's going to be the main star at least.
I don't think... I know you're into the fighters a lot more than I am, but I've never been that thrilled about the space fighting aspect of Star Wars. I'm curious to see if they'll be able to grip my attention.
Yeah, because even in the books about it, they did a lot more ground skullduggery.
It's hard to get behind a character if all you get is them in the ship.
Yeah, like the main character in that was secretly a Jedi, and
oh, fuck off.
Because of course they are. Yeah. So yeah, that's the big one that I've seen. The other one though is Retro Remake have launched their Superstation 1.
And what, may I ask, is a Superstation 1?
It's almost literally a PS1. It's fully compatible with PS1 games, even peripherals, even the memory cards. It's basically a PS1 made today with modern technology that somehow manages to skirt the copyright.
Okay, next question. Why?
Yeah. I don't know, but they announced it earlier in the year, and apparently it got enough traction that they've just like actually gone and made it, and now it's available.
But it's like if it was an emulation machine, I could kind of understand why people would want it. But like to actually need the discs, like people who have a PlayStation 1 catalog of games already have a way to play their PS1 games, whether it be via an emulator and a disc drive, or I don't know, I still have my PS2 Rick specifically for PS1 games. Shit, you could even play PS1 games on the PS3.
Yeah, as long as you have one that plays PS2 games.
No, other way around.
Really?
There are some PS3s that are able to play PS2 games, but all PS3s can play PS1 games.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know, work it out, because it makes no sense.
Yeah, because I know my PS3 can play PS2 games, because it has the PS2 chip in it, but like they made it cheaper afterwards and like removed that capability. But yeah, this is the kind of thing where I guess the reason that they're avoiding emulation is to make it so that Sony don't come after them for piracy. So literally everybody that's using this machine is using a real game. They're just not using official Sony hardware that Sony's no longer producing.
I mean, I understand that, but I just don't get... There can't be a big market for it.
I'm assuming not, but...
Do you have any idea how much it is?
No, I didn't look at that.
Because, like, unless it's like $20, like, unless it's ridiculously cheap, again, I just can't see... outside of being like a novelty...
It's over 100.
It can fuck off then.
Yeah, for me, it can fuck off.
For most people, it can fuck off. There's no angle I can see as into who would want this product.
Yeah.
Unless I going on a limb, 16-year-olds who weren't around when PS1s were a thing, who are like, oh, look at my PS1. It's not actually a PS1, but it looks like a PS1.
Yeah, a bit like the people who used to buy the fake Famicom clones that they were legally produced, but like they were just there to be an NES.
Yeah. Baffling.
But yeah, that's it for my very, very light week. How about you?
Well, there's a couple of things on the personal front now I'm going to talk about. First things first, I watched the entirety of Wyatt Earp and the Cowboy War on Netflix.
Okay, cool. Was it fun?
It was okay. It wasn't really a fun thing. It was pretty much a documentary where it was an interesting and gripping documentary because they did this really fun thing where it was... you're familiar with the Talking Heads formula for documentaries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have that, but it's interspliced with dramatic recreations of the events that they're describing.
Sure, okay.
So it's 50-50, like this is a fun show to watch, and 50-50, here's a guy talking to you saying why this happened.
Sure, alright.
And yeah, like the whole Wyatt Earp, for those of you who don't know why Wyatt Earp's a big deal, he's a central figure in the most famous gunfight that ever happened.
Yeah.
Rick, do you want to take a guess?
Was that with Billy the Kid?
No.
Okay.
When I say it, you're going to kick yourself because you do know it. It's the gunfight at the OK Corral.
Right, okay.
Like
literally okay.
Well, okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I brought it up before because Tombstone, the movie, is basically based around it, but it's way heavily traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
But it's some interesting stuff because it genuinely, I don't usually give a fuck about American history, as people can probably tell by the fact I'm always bringing up Chinese history facts. I didn't realise the American Civil War was so fucking recent as far as history is concerned.
I mean, it is really. Like, it's, like, it had to be after 1776, because otherwise it wouldn't be a civil war. It would be a footnote in colonial history.
It basically ended in, I haven't got the exact date, but like late 1800s, 1870 something, you know, which is bananas.
Yeah, it's uncomfortably close for exactly what they were fighting about.
Yeah. But anyway, it's basically the backdrop as to why this one gunfight almost kick-started another divide in the country. And when you realise how close the actual gunfight in question occurred to the American Civil War, it's like, oh wow, that makes so much sense. Also, by the way, here's this rich prick who wants to buy the railways and he's super pissed that all this is happening.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. And the overall narrator does this really fun thing where, and some people might find it annoying, but he'll say a question that you're obviously thinking of, and then he'll just go, allow me to explain. And it's so funny. Or
Sure.
at least it tickles that tickle bone in me. But yeah, it's a good documentary. It's 6 episodes. Like the longest episode is like 40 minutes. So yeah, it doesn't take long to watch. And if you're interested in cowboys, it's a pretty good watch.
Cool. Netflix, you say?
Netflix, yes. It will never leave unless Netflix is bought by someone else.
Yeah.
The other thing I did is Star Wars Outlaws finally became less than 30 quid, so I've decided to pick it up.
Yeah, you mentioned this. How has it been?
Fine.
Yeah. We were basically, that's basically what we were mostly hoping for, that it would be generally fine.
I don't want to judge it too harshly yet, because I'm still firmly in I can't do stuff, I have to do what the game tells me mode, so, you know, I can't judge it too harshly from that perspective. But I'm about 5 hours in, and it feels like early game Assassin's Creed games.
Sure.
Which, you know, it's Ubisoft, it kind of makes sense. It's very stealth heavy, only you've got a blaster.
Yeah, sure.
I will say...
the blaster as a way to fight your way out of things, which it's one of those, like, it always annoys me when the stealth game just gives you an instant game over / retry when you get discovered, when you're not able to, like, use your fighting abilities to fight your way out. Like, let me show, don't tell why this is a bad idea and why I should just restart.
I mean, yeah, I kind of get you. Assassin's Creed games, at least the last one I played was Valhalla, which was fun, where it was just straight up, hey, you've got 2 options. You can go in all stealthy, or you can say fuck it and take out your Dane axe.
Yeah.
I've not encountered any stealth mission where combat is a good idea,
Sure.
at least yet. I also haven't unlocked the battle droid yet.
Okay.
So we're that early in the game. And I know there's a battle droid in the game. It's on the box.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of stealth. The plot, I don't really know where the plot's going. It's clearly a plot that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Like, it can't be something like, oh, this is the person that started the Rebel Alliance or anything like that.
It took until after the first main story mission that gets you exiled off the first planet to really stamp in when in the timeline we are, because it wasn't until I got to the hub that introduced the criminal organizations I'm going to be working for, where I looked at the description of the Hutt cartel and it said Jabba the Hutt is the lone ruler, and I went, okay, so we're before Jedi.
Yeah.
And we're definitely after A New Hope, because the Rebel Alliance is a thing.
Sure.
So we're somewhere in the original trilogy, but I couldn't tell you where exactly. But that also means we could meet some cool characters potentially. Not necessarily do anything with them, but like see them.
Sure.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I'm reserving judgment. We've got a reputation system at the moment. There's 3 gangs: the Hutt Cartel, the Crimson Dawn, or some bollocks, and the Pike Syndicate. The only 2 of those I'm familiar with.
Sweet. So, quietly optimistic that it's going to continue to be at least fine.
Pretty much. I can't see it turning sour, let's put it that way. I can't see it turning so sour that I regret buying it. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, especially at a discount price.
Yeah, I paid $26.99, which is pretty much what my head says is the price of what games should be, rather than 70, 80 quid.
Yeah, like, I remember when things were coming out at 40 all the time, that you'd very reliably be able to get them for 30 around here.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, bog standard games back in the day were 40 quid. Like, that's just how much it cost for a brand new thing. It's also why I lived in Kex.
Yeah.
But yes, you ready for some news?
Let's go.
Iron Mouse is officially recognised as the 17th most influential creator of 2025 by the Rolling Stones magazine.
I like it. I dig it. Cool.
Yeah, I haven't really got much to say here. I just think it's a good story. And, like, yeah, good for her, especially seeing as she apparently is going to be having a legal battle on her hands.
Yeah. Let's hope she comes out on top. Is this going to be just with V Shoujo about them, like, using all of her money?
Say again, sir?
Is this going to be with V Shoujo about them using all of the money that was for her charity streams?
Well, it's one of those where she made a single statement saying she's no longer with V Shoujo because they effectively stole from her. And, yeah, she's been told not to say anything else because her lawyers have said not to say anything else, which in my non-legalese brain says, oh, someone's getting sued.
Yep.
I want to stress, just in case some random fucker is trawling random fucking YouTube videos, Iron Mouse did not say those words. I'm saying those words.
Sure. I get you. Yeah. But yeah, the overwhelming, damning narrative is that V Shoujo did not allow the funds that were meant to go to the ALS Society to go there and used it for other things. The CEO, Gunrun, congratulated her on the amount of money that she'd raised, and then later on claimed that he didn't know that she'd raised any money.
See, this is information from the story I wasn't even aware of. I only have Iron Mouse's initial announcement to go off of. Plus, also, like, despite that, V Shoujo also hasn't paid talent correctly for years.
No. Like,
so
they seem to have only paid the staff, which at least they've paid the staff. But
yeah, but imagine doing these big old super. I mean, I don't think it's super chats for Iron Mouse because she's usually on Twitch, isn't she? But like donating money via the stream, and then turns out the streamer you gave, let's say 50 quid, which is a lot of money, but I know people regularly drop that amount of money. And it turns out, the streamer didn't get any of it.
Yeah,
you feel like shit.
Yeah, shitty.
And at the end of the day, the talent who's doing most of the work, granted, I know they have teams behind the scenes doing promotion and other things, but the person doing the on-screen bulk of the work and attracting the audience not getting the money is fucking bullshit.
It is. Yeah, it's why so many of them end up like quitting and going indie. Like, especially, like, there are reasons to join up with a corpo, especially when you have been indie, because sharing one set of management it makes sense from a logistics point of view, but when it's rotten, you definitely want to get out.
And we won't talk about HoloLive maybe being homophobic.
I think it's less homophobic, and like I know one of them, it came out now that the reason that she left was because she wanted to get married, and that doesn't gel very well with idol culture.
We've seen what NEETs do. If they found out their favourite VTuber was a lesbian, they'd go mental in a good way.
Yeah.
Anyway, jokes aside, like VTube, the big VTube companies are idol companies in disguise. Do not be fooled. Anyway, shall we have some other news?
Yeah, let's go.
It gets a bit murkier from here, Rick.
Oh no.
I'll just say it. Snoop Dogg's being weird about the gays.
Why?
I don't know. He was on a podcast, I want to say, and for reasons unknown to man and only making sense in Snoop Dogg's brain, he's said, and I'm not going to quote here because I might get it wrong, but yeah, man, I don't know why they have to have lesbians on TV. And pretty much you could feel all the life be sucked out of the room as you read this quote, and you're just like, what? Snoop, what the fuck?
Yeah, like he's gotten a free pass on probably having done gang murders, and he's
definitely having done gang murders.
Yeah, and he's throwing it away.
Don't get me wrong, this is not the worst thing Snoop Dogg's done, but don't forget, like, as much as everyone likes Snoop Doggy Dogg, he did endorse President Trump.
Yep.
But now he's got the LGBTQ plus community coming after him. Well, I say coming after him, being like, what the fuck, Snoop Dogg? Because, like, actually, what the fuck, Snoop Dogg? You're meant to just be a chill high guy. Why are you coming at the gays like this?
Yeah. Let's hope he comes to his senses and shuts the fuck up.
He's not gonna. He's gonna do what every celebrity does when they stick their foot in their mouth and
double down.
There's a 50-50 chance he might come out and do some apology, give some money to a random charity and pretend it never happened. But seeing as he supported Donald Trump, he'll probably go the Trump method of just like doubling down and saying there is no Epstein files and Donald Trump is not a paedophile, even though he is.
Yep. Not a paedophile, did not fuck kids, did not rape women.
Don't forget, guys, Ghislaine Maxwell did not see Trump do anything nefarious, and, you know, you can trust her.
Yeah, you can trust convicted felon Ghislaine Maxwell to lie on behalf of convicted felon Donald J. Trump.
Who got moved to a very cushy prison after she lied.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, told the truth under oath, because, you know, everybody cares about that. Anyway.
It's why Clinton got impeached.
I don't fucking remember Clinton.
Yeah,
there is that big old fucking the argument that the diehard MAGAs are using now is they're not releasing the Epstein list because Clinton's on it, and the Clintons have both said we don't care, release it.
yeah, release it. If it gets anyone into trouble, good.
Also, like, everybody knows Clinton's on it. Like,
yeah,
this isn't new information. Anyway, sorry to rag on about it, but I feel like we need a weekly reminder that Donald Trump is a paedophile and will never admit it, even though he is.
Yep.
In other news, Rick, Japan has asked other nations very, very nicely to ignore China's commemoration of the 80th anniversary of the Second World War.
Oh, yeah. Please skip over the rape of Nanking.
It's not even... if only that was all they did. No. They've literally came up and said we don't want people to pay attention to Chinese commemoration because of anti-Japanese sentiments. And for those of you who need a little history lesson, yes, the Chinese commemoration of the World War II, which, by the way, for them started 2 years earlier because they were already fighting Japan, is because the Japanese were fucking evil.
Yeah. It's the case of, are we the baddies? And being answered, absolutely, definitely yes.
I want to point out that the Nazis and the Japanese regime during World War II were pretty much both appalled with the other because of the things that the other country did. Not because of what they were doing, but because of who they were doing them to. It's like, no, Japan felt sympathetic towards the Jewish people because, oh my god, such horrors. While they were doing just as bad, if not worse shit to the Chinese. Not to mention Korea.
Yep.
I love Japanese culture as much as the next guy. I like a lot of Japanese exports, etc. But unlike Germany, Japan has spent 80 goddamn years denying everything they did.
Yeah.
When I feel like it's a failing of the West to a certain degree, because we gave Germany all the shit, rightfully so, but then when Japan surrendered and whatnot, it's just like, they're pretending it didn't happen, that's fine. But Germany, you have to be very anti-Nazi, so much so you get it driven to you in school, which again, I agree with, that should happen, but Japan shouldn't have gotten a free fucking pass.
Nope. No one should get a free pass.
Well, of course not, but these are the two direct, actual same time frame, same conflict. One gets off scot-free despite denying all of it, and the other one is just like, you even try and deny this, you're going to jail, you know?
Yeah.
It's so baffling how you can treat one crime different to the other when it's the exact same crime.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird.
Yeah. So boo, Japan. Bad show.
Yep. Literally, bad show.
Rick, you ready from fucking... I almost forgot the traditional segue. My apologies. Rick, this is not a wrestling podcast.
What's happened?
There's no nice way to say this. A man almost died.
Oh, let's hope that they were a good person and surviving was good.
They did survive. They recently came out of their... It wasn't a coma, but they weren't conscious. So, but they're fine. Yes, I say fine. They're not dying. They can speak. A indie wrestler by the name of Psycho Stu was the subject of a horrific attack by a man called Raja Jackson. And no, this is not kayfabe.
Ooh, yeah, not good.
So the coverage of this event has been pretty extensive in the wrestling community because, quite frankly, it's unforgivable for everyone involved. Where I'm going to lay out the facts as I understand them. Raja Jackson is the son of an MMA fighter named Rampage Jackson, and I believe might have had MMA training himself. I'm not sure on that front. I'm not an MMA guy.
Sure.
He was invited to this indie show, and while backstage filming segments, Psycho Stu smashed a beer can over his head, thinking that Raja Jackson was a performer and therefore it was all good. When I say smashed a beer can over his head, it was all gimmicked. It doesn't hurt or nothing. There's a trick to it. And this made Raja Jackson a bit annoyed. That being said, Psycho Stu was then told that Raja Jackson is not a performer and this is not okay. Apologies were made. Recorded apologies were made. Hands were shook. Everything is okay. And then I can't tell you the time frame, but near the end of the show, Raja Jackson is scheduled to do a run-in on Psycho Stu, despite not being a wrestler, and Psycho Stu being a wrestler and assuming everything is professional and good, his apologies been accepted, they've shaken hands, does not expect to be legitimately lifted off his feet and slammed on the mat, knocked out cold almost immediately, which is pretty bad, but then Raja Jackson gets on top of him and just starts pummeling him in the head.
Ooh, yeah, this is rather graphic, even just in words.
I want to point out I've not watched the video because I read the description and I was like, I don't want to see that. But this man was unconscious by the time Raja Jackson got on top of him before he even threw the first punch. By all accounts, he must have threw like 30 odd punches on this guy before getting pulled off, because everybody watching is just like, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where something incredibly serious and severe is happening and everyone's just sort of like takes a moment to process that, oh shit, this isn't supposed to be happening, especially at a wrestling show where fake fighting's meant to be happening.
Yeah, like, oh man, this is really fucking violent.
Eventually, wrestlers had to pull Raja Jackson off, and Raja Jackson was so incensed he was still struggling against the people pulling him off. Psycho Stu was sent to hospital. He's since awakened and will hopefully be okay. But this is a black blot on modern day wrestling.
Yeah,
this shouldn't happen.
Well, I hope he's okay.
Well, like I said, he went to hospital immediately. He's awake. He's talking. A GoFundMe was immediately started because this is America.
Yeah, and that's the fresh hell that we live in.
Yeah. I will just say, little side note: good guy Chris Jericho, who might be a name you're familiar with, Rick.
Yep.
Like Chris Jericho has a lot of personal views that I really don't believe in, but every single time there's an incident in wrestling or a GoFundMe to help someone out involving a wrestler, he always donates a couple of grand. So,
yeah, fair enough.
Again, I don't see eye to eye with him on quite a few of his personal beliefs, but you can't deny that as far as wrestling's concerned, he's a fairly good dude, if that makes sense.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, this is fucked up. Rampage Jackson, before seeing even any footage, immediately goes into defense mode by saying, my son was concussed a couple of days ago, and it's like, you can't blame a concussion for this.
No, this was... This was like instant, like not even instant, this is like delayed action revenge that's very definitely premeditated.
Well, here's the thing, and I think a lot of people agree with this. When he got the beer can smashed against him, which again, gimmicked, doesn't really do any damage or hurts you, it just looks violent. If the immediate response was to punch the guy in the face and then that was it, this would be a nothing story. It's like, okay, mistakes happened, but heat of the moment, fine. But to shake someone's hand and accept an apology and be like, sorry, I thought you were a worker, it's all good, and all that, and then hours later, nearly beat a man to death?
Yeah, like, this sounds like the kind of thing that would happen when you're under the influence.
I suppose. It's a weird coincidence that you might say that, because he was slightly influenced, but not by drugs or alcohol, but by a streaming platform called Kick.
Oh, Jesus. Isn't that the one where all the right-wingers are?
It's where you go if you're banned from everything else.
Sure.
And that's the only knowledge I have about Kick, because it's not a streaming service I'm familiar with. The only reason I know it exists is because of this story. Apparently, old Roger Jackson is a Kick streamer, and he streams pretty much everything he does. And apparently, during the simmer, I have to say apparently because I don't have the records in front of me. I'm just telling you what I read in the report, where effectively he was streaming himself, and everyone's saying, "Oh, dude, that guy clowned you. Oh, you should get your own back. Oh, blah blah blah." Basically, egging him on to do something rash and irresponsible, to say the least, during the cool down period between the initial incident and what eventually ended up happening. It's not a good look for anyone.
Yeah, the standard response is, Kick is the best streaming platform if you're interested in committing illegal acts on stream.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, not good. I've not heard anything good about Kick. No. I barely even heard of Kick. That's not a good sign from the get-go, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you ever see Rick or I on Kick, please tell us to get off the platform.
No, it's a cesspit. It's basically it's if we get forced onto Kick, we've done something wrong.
Oh no, they've seen the letters.
The letters in a specific order that form words. Oh no.
Oh, what was it? Fuck it, I'm just remembering that Simpsons bit. Oh crap, I shouldn't have said evil.
Oh crap, I shouldn't have said he was a customer. Oh crap, I certainly should have said he was illegal. Oh, it's too hot today.
Yeah. Oh god, love the Simpsons. But anyway, on that note, for the benefit of me and for the audience, can you let them know what we're doing and count us in?
We're doing Screaming Meat, the pilot by Wrath Club. 3, 2, 1, and go.
And yes, the link for this will be in the description of the video. Yeah, fun fact, I did read some of the comments, and they're saying, "Oh wow, I can't believe the setting for this is just Lyle's real-life apartment." Because of stories he's told on the Only Plays channel.
Fair enough.
Looks a bit like Eggsy, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? He's from that's from not League of Extraordinary. Yeah, Kingsman. There we are. I've only seen the spin-off Kingsman where they're doing the prequel.
Oh, the one where the secret reveal is meet Adolf Hitler, Winston Churchill.
Yeah. It's not even Churchill. It's just villain of the day. Meet Adolf Hitler.
That is the go-to voice when you're taking the piss out of women, isn't it?
It is. It's like the shit. It's like the shit Marge Simpson.
Yeah. It's a very disturbing design of this creature.
It is. He's got veins that go up into his hairline.
Do you know what's scary is if you go into some dude's office and he's got a knife embedded in the table.
Yeah, and it's angled like a microphone.
I like to believe that this is actually how they recorded the audio.
And a hole in the wall that's been punched, obviously.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the meme of it's like a Chinese restaurant, and they just put a frame around a hole that's been punched into the wall in the toilets, and it just says "fragile masculinity" as the title of the picture.
Modern art.
Okay, that's very fair.
Yeah. Like 10 years ago, that would have been like a reasonable amount. Nowadays, oh no.
So yeah, again, if you go and watch the, I want to say it was Crash Bandicoot 4 playthrough of Only Plays, Lyle pretty much just tells story about living in an apartment where he had no walls.
No windows, I assume.
No windows. My apologies.
No walls.
He had no
so
windows.
he was homeless.
It was infested with rats, and he had to kill them with a belt buckle. His landlord was pretty cool, but he had a psychopath ex-wife.
Christ. Yeah. Gaslighting people on internet.
So YouTube's new AI aging shit should have kicked in by now. So unfortunately, I mean, some people might not be able to watch this
Yeah, because he says the fuck word.
so many times.
And Google knows that they say the fuck word because when on the subtitle it comes out as a brackets with underscores.
Yeah. See, see. The annoying thing about this is, for the longest amount of time, I didn't understand the trolley problem because my instant reaction is just like, yeah, save the 5 people.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't register that like directing it to the one person is specifically choosing to kill the one person.
Yeah, exactly. It took me the longest time to realise that was the dilemma. I still think I'd choose the 5 people.
Yeah, most people do. Most people choose the 5.
Unless the one person is someone I gave a shit about, in which case, sorry, 5 people.
Yeah, and then people doing the same thing. At 5 people need an organ transplant. One person walks in the front door of the hospital. Do you harvest them?
No.
No, you don't.
That's not a moral conundrum, that's a psychopath test.
Yeah. And people say, yeah, it's basically the same question.
No.
Like, the reason I think it's not the same question is because the surgeries are not guaranteed to succeed.
That's not the problem, Rick. There's nothing wrong with the person who walks in, you fuckwit.
I know, right?
Now they're taking the piss out of Freud for wanting to fuck his mother.
Yep. A Freudian slip when you say one thing but mean your mother.
The annoying thing about Freud is, like, I believe he's the one who came up with, like, the the id and the superego and whatnot. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And that stuff is good. It's a fundamental, point in our psyche. However, he also thinks everyone wants to fuck their mother, and that was a Freud problem.
Yeah. Like everyone wants to shag their parent. Apparently, like he also believes that like girls want to fuck their dads.
Well then. Oh, that's Oedipus, isn't it?
Yeah, the Eddie Pussy.
That's like this is being said in a really funny way, but these jokes aren't original at all.
Oh no. What? Why would he?
It's not even cooked.
No, where are they going to cook it? It's a one-room garage. Maybe you should. Oh, he's so massive when he looks at him from that direction.
I think that was probably the point of the shot.
Yeah.
Is he just watching a Civil War documentary thinking it's a sport game?
So it would be, yeah. Tamping.
Jesus Christ. The blue guys were the good guys, right? Because I think the Confederates are grey, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
What is it about random screams that are so funny?
I don't know, yeah. I don't know that, I don't know if you can actually win as a Confederate in a reenactment.
But wasn't that the plot of an episode of the? It was either Family Guy or Simpsons, where they were made to be the Confederates, and it was South Park, where Cartman just sort of joined the South and was like, "The South shall rise again," and then made the Confederate reenactors win. Oh, it's so fucked.
Yeah, well, I think Gentry Chow even had the. And it wasn't the Confederates; it was the Americans and the Mexicans, wasn't it? For in the Alamo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a Alamo fanatic who was like in charge of the Alamo exhibit, but he wanted everyone to reenact it, so he got ghosts to possess people to do the reenactment.
What a waste of a talent.
Yeah.
That was a proper fucking job back in the day. It's to boost morale.
Yeah. Like, OG Bard.
You're giving it way too much credit.
Shoot the flute.
Don't know about you, Rick, but I love Yanks trying to do British piss take accents.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? And it's always British. It's never English. It's always just like basic British.
Yeah. They can't do accents because they don't know any of them.
Yeah, well, because they don't think they have one. Well, they break it down, and they reckon that it was probably 1 in 3 families owned slaves.
I mean, yeah, it was legal. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, he's talking about a guy in history.
It's always bothered me that people are like, I'm a direct descendant of X, Y, Z. It seems to be a real big, like, Yank thing. Where,
Yeah,
like...
because they don't have culture.
But it's like fucking... It's always like... I'm like 1/28 Scottish and I'm directly related to Robert the Bruce. And it's like, I highly fucking doubt it.
Yeah, like, I'm a direct descendant of William Wallace.
Who wasn't that big of a deal historically.
Yeah, apparently not.
They've decided to share the stake at last.
Finally, yeah.
Oh, we all have friends like that.
Yeah, just will immediately immediately fall asleep.
Yeah. That is indeed narcolepsy.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that this doesn't even feel like a project. It feels like two guys. It feels like us doing a podcast but animating it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm here for it, but like, it's the kind of thing that you can just like tab out and listen to.
It's also an excuse for Lara Raft to plug his his metal band.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I mean, the time flew. It doesn't feel like it was 15 minutes. Well, 14 odd minutes.
No, I didn't.
Oh, cool. And now I'm being recommended to watch The Simpsons game for PS2 by Only Plays.
For me, it was Jimmy Carr getting baffled by a heckler's porridge procurement precision.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, it's just a 16-minute Jimmy Carr segment of one of his comedy shows, but the one that he's titled it after is one of his hecklers wants porridge.
Okay then. But yes, Rick, what do you think?
It was fine. I'll keep I've dropped a sub, so it'll be on my to-do list every time a new one comes out.
Yeah, they do. RAF Club does upload a lot of things other than this.
Yeah. And now that you've mentioned it and pointed me to the fact that this is something that you've sent me in the past, I'll take a look and see if I can find some other fun things on the channel. But yes, how about you? What do you think?
It was fine. I don't think this is the type of thing that we should have really talked over in retrospect, because I thought it was going to be an actual animation with an actual plot as opposed to just two people shooting the shit for 15 minutes, which is fun. Don't get me wrong, but when we're also shooting the shit over it, it kind of fucks it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree to that, to be honest.
It really was just tangent after tangent. Just they were somewhat focused tangents, but that is all they were.
Yeah, but exactly. It's just tangents and tangents.
It's tangents all the way down.
But yes.
I mean, yeah, it's like I said, I find Lyle quite funny anyway. Like whenever he's on an Only Plays Let's Play, it's like, oh cool, this will be a funnier one. Not to slag off the other people who show up on that channel, but like he's got a certain sense of humour that he brings, if you know what I mean.
He does, like comedically caustic.
Yeah. And the apartment just being based off of the apartment from that one story is quite funny to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll certainly watch more of this. I'll probably even rewatch this at some point just so I can actually fully appreciate the descent into madness as they rant about the Civil War and slavery and, oh fuck, this giant horrible monster has passed out before we can have steak.
Yep. Kyle, I think his name was. I think it's Lyle and Kyle, isn't it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was called Kyle, but I feel it's funnier to describe him.
Yeah, just the monster with the weird forehead veins.
Yeah. The sad thing is he looks like someone who I regularly see in the supermarket, and that's not a nice thing to say, but it's true.
Yeah. Like, oh man, like I think everybody has someone in their village that's just a forehead man, don't they?
Yeah, we'll go with that polite way of putting it. Anyway, Rick, we're gonna do our usual wind down. Do you have a favourite moment?
It was probably the zoom in on like how massive Kyle was, because it doesn't really register like how huge he is when you're just looking at him in profile, but when you look at him head on, oh boy.
I kind of get where you're coming from on that, but like it was very obvious how big he was from the get-go because of how hunched he has to be just to sit down.
True. Like the query is, how did he even get into that room?
I don't think anyone wants the answer.
No. It's just funnier that way. But how about you? Do you have a favourite moment?
I did kind of like the segue into Civil War talk by Lyle being like, "Man, I'm glad I love this game. I don't know how it's played, but it's cool." It's just Civil War reenactments.
But it's a reenactment, and oh shit, I picked the blue guys. It was a coin flip. Thank God I picked the blue guys.
Oh, for real, you don't want to be supporting the Confederacy. But we can't only talk about the good, we also have to talk about the bad. Rick, do you have a weakest link for me today?
It's more of a meta one that we should maybe not have spoken over it, like you said. Like the fact that I can't remember very many of the plot threads is because it just flowed, and that's kind of good. But by the same token, it's a failing on my part that I wasn't able to follow it as well as if I was just watching it on my own. You know?
Well, I'm going to spoil my own weakest link and jump in here because it's the exact same. In hindsight, this is not the type of show that we should be reacting to, because part of what we do is continuously talk, and if what we're reacting to is just people continuously talk, there was no breaks, there were no pauses, it was just constant ranting, and their tangents would lead to us doing tangents. So what you're basically listening to is tangents within tangents. We're doing some exhibit shit here, dog.
Yeah. Yo, dog, I heard you like tangents, so put a tangent in your tangent so you can tangent while you tangent.
And some of those tangents was just me explaining why The Room was funny, because it's based on a story that was also a tangent in something completely unfucking related to this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think there's much point in doing an MVP award today, Rick. I think we're just going to split it 50-50 between Kyle and Lyle, right?
Yeah, like I'm going to give it to Kyle.
And I'll give
it to Lyle. I'll give it to Lyle, you give it to Kyle. Yeah, it's Kyle and Lyle.
Yeah, it's a joint award for Kyle and Lyle. You got to give them credit for doing the audio on this. There was no pauses, like it was just constant back and forth. Like the only actual pauses in the action is when the landlord was talking about the steak and Lyle's like, "Hey, shut the fuck up, you can definitely hear us now."
And I think everyone's been in that position, really, haven't they? Like, you're slagging someone off and the person you're slagging off just, like, pops into the equation.
I very rarely slag people off behind their backs, or if I am slagging them off behind their back, I've usually told them to their face they're a dick.
Yeah. It's, I very quickly grew out of that.
Well, the annoying thing is, Rick, is whatever you say behind someone's back, it's going to get back to them anyway. So if you're going to say stuff behind people's back, just make it nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a tried and true tactic, but it works. Like, if you don't talk shit behind someone's back, you don't have to remember what you said behind people's backs.
Oh, yeah, especially lying. Like, if you're going to lie, make it a consistent lie. If you're going to talk shit, make it consistent talking shit. Easier to do neither.
For real. It's one of the ways you can tell if someone's lying is, like, how many times have they changed their story? Except if it's more than two, then you got a problem. Like one or two, it's like fine, they might have misremembered something. But like once you get into the 3, 4, 5 mark, it's like, you're fucking chatting shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I think that brings us to a nice close today on Screaming Meat the Pilot. Be interesting to see if they do make more of these. And to be honest, it's kind of similar to something we did way back when. I can't remember the name of the show, but we did a Netflix show that was just a podcast that got animated.
Oh yeah, it was the one with the where the president was like shooting zombies.
Yeah, something. Yeah. And the end of the episode was him uploading his episode, and we even went, "Oh, that's too real." Where we went, even if it's only one listener, I'm uploading. It's like, don't do this to us.
Yeah.
But yes, thanks for joining us as always, guys. We hope you enjoyed, and as always, we've got the comment section down below on the YouTubes if you have thoughts and opinions, and suggestions for future episodes. We like to keep things short from time to time. We have just come off the back end of a month where we did almost nothing but movies.
Yeah. Like we say, we take suggestions. They might not be followed through with immediately, but by all means, tell us your thoughts. Tell us it in the comments, or tell us it on the email.
You know it's your job to say the email.
And the email would be nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Yeah, so instead of throwing it back to me so I can throw it back to him, Rick's just like, yep, I'm gonna do the segue to me, but even though I know the segue is to me, I'm not just gonna keep going. I'm gonna stop as if Devon has to say something, and then he has to fucking save it. Anyway, join us again next week, guys, where we have no idea what we're doing, but we're sure it'll be fun.
Bye, everybody.